Good evening. This is Reverend Felton Christian coming to you again. Another session of Living Life, 6 Mile Walk. Today, I am perplexed by the events in the news nationally over the last 4 days or so. The sounds, the echoes from the past of racial discrimination and civil rights have begun to raise their voices again. And on both sides, there is anger, frustration, and pride. I'm dressed today in black and white as a symbol of that issue. You see, we have to ask ourselves this question. Is it time that we begin to reflect upon what it is we are truly pursuing? Some of us are convinced that it's time for the revolution, even as it was echoed in the late 50s and 60s. But my question to you, whether you are black or white, it's immaterial, because you see, the question is racism, and racism is an act of pride, and it's wrapped up in entitlement based on skin color. For those of us who are Christian, this is a time that we need to take a very hard look at our attitudes and our dispositions. For you see, instead of citing the chance of revolution, we must ask ourselves the question, are we engaged in devolution? Simply put, are we going back to a lesser form of behavior, undoing all of the progress that was made during the civil rights movement? Even then, there were different approaches. But more importantly, we must ask ourselves the question, what was most effective? To my view, that would be the nonviolent approach of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. While we must stand and face our oppressors, we must also honor the God that we serve. And so the cry is not that we revolt, but that we evolve into that person, those persons that we've been called to be. You see, we are called to pray for those who persecute us, pray for those who spitefully use us, pray for our enemies. So no matter what side of the fence you're on, because the black or darkness contains white, black, brown, yellow people, as does the white or the light. And so, if we are people of light, then let us then respond to the call of our Creator. This is Reverend Felton Christian asking you again to join us at covenantguardministries.org for more inspiration and information.